Last time on Sword Coast Adventures, the party fled from Neverwinter as fugitives of the ATC and the Lord's Alliance. You guys changed your appearances and hairstyles and got fake names for yourselves. Uh, so I think Icy is going as Sam now, Harbeck is Jay, Rokus is Gerald, and Zeraphim is going as Illikin. And while you're in the forest, you ran into some hobgoblins who thought you looked like easy pickings and were gravely mistaken. You killed them all except for the leader who you took captive, and he gave you his gold and pointed you to a hidey hole where you guys found a bunch of more gold, 570 gold, but because of a mistake on my part, that extra gold turned out to be counterfeit. When you were handling it, it broke in half. I found out it was fake, to everyone's surprise. But
Even the even even the hobgoblin.
yes, the hobgoblin did not know that either, and was worried because he thought that he had bought his way to freedom. But you guys ended up taking him with you to the long road, and it is we also made a mistake on the day on last recording. It is actually day 24 of spring now, and you guys are near to Triboar. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I think I misjudged the distance here. I think it's gonna still you're not gonna be able to get to Triboar on this day. Probably the next
Nope.
day.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, well it's but yeah, you're right. It's day 24 spring in the afternoon and you're at the road. The long road is called, which goes north south. From up north goes to a place called Long Saddle, goes through Triboar down south through Amphale and finally to Waterdeep, where the ATC headquarters is. That's quite a long trip to get there. Okay, so that's where we're starting.
Okay.
And remember to use our
Well,
fake names. Remember, I'm Sam.
okay. Okay, Sam.
Okay, Gerald.
All right, so are you just headed towards Triboar still?
Yeah.
And Zarafin is going to stay in the bushes with the hobgoblin.
He thinks Zeraphim thinks that he can keep traveling with you till tomorrow, and then
Okay.
hide. But yeah, you're on the road, so if you wanna, it's up to you. If you wanna actually walk on the road, it'll be a little bit faster. But you'll be more visible and stuff.
I don't think it's a problem. Nobody knows who we
Yeah.
are.
Plus, if we just start showing up and going on the side, that looks more suspicious than someone just walking down the road.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're dragon hunters.
Cool. All right, so you guys walk down the road, and eventually it becomes night, and you guys take a rest. Ruckus, do your perception check for the
Oh man,
Night's Watch.
I didn't do so good. Perception 9 total.
All right, you don't notice anything, but you feel a bit drowsy.
Would the axe beak have any value as a the way like guinea hens will alert you to commotion or any intruders?
We got Pookie. He's
Uh,
pretty good.
yeah, actually, so when you guys fled Neverwinter, we didn't go into detail of whether or not you took your animals with you. Actually,
Yeah, I s-
Yeah, Richie said he was gonna. Richie. Gerald said he was gonna go get the axe beak. I think I'm pretty sure he said that.
Yep,
Okay.
I did.
How about so Harvick, or did you get your horse?
No.
No? Okay. Seraphim is so when you guys went from Icy's hometown, Seraphim had a horse at that time. Then you teleported, then you turned him invisible and took him out. So I guess his horse would have gone to the stables.
That's what I assumed.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I'm just clarifying it now, cause we forgot about this. So I'm gonna say the only one of you who has the mount is Rokus with the axe beat. Everybody else is walking.
And I would be walking with also and just leading the axe beak.
Okay, cool. Everybody cool with that?
And Pook.
Yep.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. And as usual, Pookie up front, using his ears and nose to sniff out any possible bad things that could be waiting for it. I would like to camp somewhere where there's good visibility.
Okay. Yeah.
So
That's fine.
a flat area where we can see all around us would be just as good.
Okay.
Just want good visibility.
Alright, so yeah, Rokus had visibility, but yeah, he was feeling tired, I guess, and wasn't doing as good of a watch as usual. Roll. Let's have you roll a charisma check.
Who?
Rokus.
18 total.
Gerald, you mean?
Well, I'm the DM,
Yeah,
so I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not talking to you in character.
Okay.
we need to get used to using those names though.
Yeah, I don't need to though. That's your problem. All right.
Charisma. Yep. Charisma,
So-
I think, is -1. But I had
So
a 19. So.
you kind of feel yourself drifting into a dream, which you have experienced before. But
Okay.
would you like to embrace it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you find yourself in a forest, a colorful, vibrant forest, and you see a woman. She's walking through the forest with her head down. She has white hair. She's wearing elven armor. You feel a bit of lucidity in your dream that you can act. Is there anything you would like to do?
I'd try to get her attention.
Okay, how would you do that?
How close is she?
She's pretty far off, far enough that you can't really make out her features.
Can I yell to her?
Yeah, you can try.
Okay. And I would.
Roll charisma again.
Okay. 15.
You know, sometimes in a dream you're not able to like move or shout when you want to, but you're able to do it. And she looks at you, and then you wake up.
Okay.
You kind
Did
of
the-
you're trying to, as you wake up, you're starting to, the clarity of the dream is going away. Roll an insight check to see if you can remember.
At 20.
Okay, so you remember there was a split second where you could see her face, and she looked a lot like Faxina, but she had long hair.
Okay.
And yeah, it's morning now.
Was the forest familiar? Did it look like the one in that that place in
It didn't look familiar, but it did. You did recognize it as looking like the Feywild.
that's what I
The
was
the
trying to.
Yeah, it didn't particularly look like the place that you had been, but the colors and the shapes of the plants and things that were a bit unnatural and unusual, not unnatural, but just unearthly, I guess you could say. Not
Yeah,
what you're used to, an alien
yeah,
kind of feeling. It
yeah.
had that same kind of look to it.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, you guys all wake up and the hobgoblin's still tied up. Seraphim's there.
uh,
So this is the morning of day 25.
Yeah, that's right. Day
I think
25.
I'll while we're having breakfast, I'll tell everybody about my weird dream just so they'll know.
Okay, roll a survival check to see how if you can help get something for breakfast.
12.
Okay. You're out of the forest, so you're not as at home in this area. Um, but you're able to get together some uh just some food, maybe some berries or a small animal. But it's only enough to feed one of you, so you have to use rations for the rest.
Okay.
We're going to go to equipment.
Here's my equipment.
Yeah, and maybe the hobgoblin is watching you eat. He looks hungry.
Well, I'll give him half a ration and I'll split the rest with the axe beak.
Okay. He eats it and he looks he doesn't really say anything, but he looks contented, as you can be when you're tied up as a prisoner.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yes.
So you predict that it'll take a couple hours to get to Triboar from where you are.
Okay, guys. We're at some point we're on the way in the next hour or two when we find a place that looks suitable. Zerafin and the hobgoblin can separate. I'm a good tracker, so I won't
I
have
thought
any
we are going to
trouble
bring the
finding them.
hobgoblin in for a reward. I thought we are going to bring the hobgoblin in for a reward.
No, just
Okay.
the ears.
Last time you had said that you would the hobgoblin was begging you guys to let him go, and you guys had said that you would see what's going on in town before bringing the hobgoblin in.
That's what I
Yeah,
remember.
to see if he's been causing trouble.
Yeah, so if you want to leave him with Seraphim, that was your plan last time.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
why I said that.
Okay.
And I can track them, so it won't be any trouble finding them, especially
Okay.
where when I know where they
All right.
left the road.
Okay,
Okay.
so you walk for about an hour and you start seeing ranches, like farmhouses and ranch houses. It looks like there are horse ranches around here. You actually see one on either side of the road, but quite far in the distance. So Seraphim and the hobgoblin go off the road to the west and find a kind of a small group of trees to stay in.
I'm gonna give them also a couple of rations to keep before they go.
So they're hanging out in the forest as you guys get closer. And you start passing by some ranch houses as you're getting closer to Triboar town. And eventually, Triboar comes in sight. And I have a map for you, which is from one of the official
Good,
books.
not a very big town. Huh?
Yeah, it looks small on this map. The way they portray it in the book, it sounds like it should be a bit bigger than Phandelver. But I think it's not that obvious in this map. But surrounding the town is a lot of different ranches. There's a smaller map in the bottom right-hand corner of the
Yeah.
Triboar map that shows the
Okay.
overworld, and that there's at least there's about like 10 ranches surrounding that area on those roads going north, south, east, west.
That's more spread
Yeah,
out than
that's
Vandalin.
Yeah, so it's a bunch of
it's on some sort of a
ranches and things.
plateau.
Yeah, there's
It's on some sort of a plateau.
height
It looks like because it
differences.
says, let's say, in plus 30 feet. There is that supposed to be some sort of
Yeah, that's a ridge.
a ridge? Okay, so we're on a plateau then. Okay.
That part is a plateau, but the road you're coming in on is from the north, and so you're actually down. You're below
Right.
that. I see there's some other ridges around, but yeah, you're right. The ridges, each of those ridges are about 30 feet high.
Yeah. So
But there's
so we're
a few
the long
different
road's
ones
going.
around.
No,
Yeah.
aren't we coming from the top left?
Uh,
Trivar.
no, you're coming from the top right. You're coming from the north.
Okay,
It
You're
says
on
the
the long
long
road.
road.
Yeah.
okay.
So there's two little cottages are the first things that you encounter when you come into town there.
Okay.
So you walk through between the two cottages, and there's two larger buildings as you go through.
And the one on our left is up on a raised area.
Yeah, that's right. So looking at those, you see that they actually seem to be two different blacksmith shops across from each other.
Huh.
And so you keep walking into town. There's some farmhouses as you approach, and you can see
Well, is there anybody in the
another.
blacksmith shop?
What's that?
Is there anybody in the blacksmith shop?
You can't really see into the shop from the road the way it's set up, but you could go investigate if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go in and look.
There's one up on the ridge on the east, or there's the lower one in the west.
The lower one's closer, correct?
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
Okay, I'll go to that one.
As you come to the door, you can see inside, and you see a male dwarf, walking around. He's wearing a apron, and he's got a hammer, seems to be the blacksmith.
Okay.
On the door it says, Faux Hammer's Forge.
One of your countrymen there, Jay.
Okay, so I greet him.
Okay, you come in,
And
he
then I-
says, "Oh, well met. How goes it?
It goes quite well.
Coming
Would
in
like
from
to
the
know
north?
Yes.
How's the road treat you?"
Road treated us fine, but we ran into some goblins.
Oh, yeah, we've been
So
having
we
a lot of
will-
trouble recently with different monsters, orcs and giants. Puh, spits on the floor.
Orcs and giants.
Yeah,
That's
trolls.
okay.
Is there anybody in town we can see about going for hire to get rid of them?
Yeah, probably go to the Lord Protector. She's
Okay.
at the Triboar Tower at the market square in the center of town. There's a keep there. You'll see. Can't miss it.
Okay. Do you know if they have a bounty on these critters?
We haven't had as much trouble with goblins, but they might. I don't know of one
Okay.
though. Looks like
Very
you
good.
guys got some pretty fine arms there. He's pointing
Well,
at your sword, Harvick.
Yes. Why?
I was just impressed.
You deal with
Where
arms?
did you come up? Where did you find that? Did you buy that?
Uh,
Did you have it made?
it was gifted to me by my cousin,
Oh,
who is nobility.
oh, I see. Well, I have to
But
say,
my
although I take
cousin,
pride in my work, you're not. I am not. I have never made something that looks quite as fine as that.
Do you
well,
usually make in your forge?
He shows you his products. They look like standard swords and shields and armor that you'd find at um uh you have been to the Lion Shield Coster in Phandelver and Neverwinter. It looks about on par with that kind of standard arms and armor.
okay. So he's an armorer as opposed to like somebody who makes horseshoes and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, let me
no, wait a
see.
minute. I
Let
may have
me
made a
check.
mistake. How did I actually get that?
The yeah, that was right. The sword. Linnea gave you your sword, and
Okay,
yeah, she had found it at Tressendar Manor.
okay,
Why,
okay.
why didn't you just tell him you
That's
were a
not what I
fugitive?
meant. That's not what I
Why
meant to
didn't you
say
just
then.
tell him you were a fugitive?
I know what I wanted. I was thinking that I had found the sword. I forgot. You have to remember when I came in,
You were making
I
up
already had the
you like
sword.
accidentally made up a story, and then it was the actual story. Is that what happened?
Yes, I was trying to reverse it. I was trying to make it.
That's
Here's what I
funny.
was trying to do. I thought that Harbeck already had the sword. So what
Okay,
I was trying to do is someone might recognize this. I thought someone might recognize the sword.
I understand. Don't worry, you don't need to explain it anymore. So you told the
Okay,
blacksmith that your cousin gave it to you, and he
right,
doesn't know who you are or who your cousin is. So don't worry about it yet.
right. Okay. I'm just when somebody admires my sword, I'm just worried they're going to think it's Harbeck.
Okay.
Is what I was
Well,
trying to do.
uh, if you want to hide your sword going forward, you could do that. But he has seen your sword, and it is distinctive.
Right. That's why I was trying to. Yes. Yes. So
Okay.
I'll try to disguise. Is there some way I can disguise it?
You could put it
Actually, could I
in
give it to?
under some cloth or something.
Or in a
Okay.
sheath? Can it?
No, I mean
Well,
the cross guard and handle are uh they're very intricately designed. They kind of look like a hawk with its wings outspread, just very
Right.
distinctive.
Yeah. I thought God was was trying to get me into a trap with a recognizable sword. Is what I was originally thinking.
Well, don't worry too much about what God's doing, but just try to do what you think Harvick would do.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Well, Harbeck.
don't worry
Okay.
too much yet. But yeah, he has noticed your sword, so keep that in mind.
Right.
But yeah, so you're talking with this guy, and he says you have a nice sword. He looks at it and says it looks very finely made. He doesn't seem to know the sword from how he's
Right.
talking about it. He doesn't seem to recognize it or anything, but he's
I'll say it
impressed.
was. I'll just say it was gifted to me. Okay. I would say let's go to the um,
check.
tower and see. I like Rokus's idea or Gerald's idea that we get a reward for getting rid of the giants if we can.
Okay, cool.
I think that was a good idea. Unusual for him.
Okay, so you guys continue walking down between the buildings, and you find there are a couple like open lots near the keep. and you get to the keep without any trouble. And you find it's a stone keep. It's sort of like actually leaning slightly to the east. It looks quite old. But yeah,
where's that
the
on is that on the
construction is
map?
just a simple stone keep. Yeah, it's in the
Is that on
smack
our
dab in
map?
the middle. All right, so you're approaching the keep when you hear some commotion to the northeast. You start to hear screams of women and children, followed by a man yelling, "Trolls, run!" Perplexed residents and shopkeepers emerge from their house in time to see a large rock fall from the sky and crash onto an old cart, splintering it. As a cloud of dust erupts from the wreckage, a second rock hits the ground, tumbles through a fence, slams against the wall of a building, startling a pair of mules tethered to a post nearby. All around you, people begin to shriek and scatter. So, there were people milling about in the square and around, but now everyone is freaking out because there's some rocks flying out of the sky. So, right now you don't see the trolls that were reported, but people are running towards the keep from the northeast.
From the northeast. Okay.
Yeah, on the map there's a ridge in that direction and some farmland.
Okay. I think this is a good time for me to use my stone.
Okay, you want to summon a earth elemental?
I want to store. Yeah, I want to summon an earth or
Okay.
elemental.
Cool. So you put your stone down as you hear this commotion, getting ready for a fight. So you're able to summon an earth elemental.
Right.
All right, what are you guys doing?
Getting ready to
Okay,
fight.
you're gonna stand pat and wait for the trolls to show up, or you're gonna head to the northeast.
I think we should head to the northeast.
I agree.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell the earth elemental to follow us underground.
Okay, yeah, I believe that it can kind of burrow. Let me see. Yeah, it has a burrow speed of 30 feet, so it can like go into the ground. Yeah, so it follows you like that. All right, so you go through a kind of a, sorry, let's see, there's a road leading up that curves, and there's a couple of farmhouses there, and as you reach the top of the curve,
Are we still on the long? We're
No.
still on the long road.
no, don't worry about it too much. You come to some farmhouses, and from behind one of the farmhouses emerges a troll, which is about 12 feet tall.
How far away?
We'll say it's about 30 feet away.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll do the initiative for combat now. Alright, Rokus, give me your initiative.
6.
6 only?
Yep.
Alright.
What's your initiative up top, honey?
I know. I rolled a 2
So you only have a +5 for initiative?
plus 4.
Oh.
Oh, I see. You don't forget you have that special ability that gives you a big initiative bonus.
Okay.
That's why yours is so high. Okay, I see. What's yours?
I have a total of 18.
Okay, and Harvick.
6 minus 1, 5.
Alright. The Pookie Jones got a 5, and Earth Elemental rolled a 1 for initiative.
Boy, the troll goes first.
Cool. So, first person in combat order is Icy.
I'm going to use produce flame, and
Okay.
I got a nat 20.
All right.
All right, yeah, we said you're about 30 feet. So go ahead and you got a nat 20, you said?
Nat 20 plus
Wow.
7 for 27.
Yeah. Nat 20 means you hit automatically. So
Okay.
go ahead and roll your d8s.
Plus 7 is 11 to hit.
No. You already hit. 11 is the
Damage.
damage.
Okay, 11 damage. Sorry.
All right, then because you rolled a 20, it's double. So it's 22.
Wow. That was an awesome hit.
Yeah, it was. Okay.
Good time to get a 20.
So you chuck this ball of flame at the troll as it comes around the corner. It hasn't even noticed you guys yet, and it gets smacked in the side of the face with the flame and starts burning its flesh away, and it starts screaming in pain. I would say it's a very strong reaction. You're kind of surprised by how much it's shrieking from how much it hurts. All right. Next in the order is one of the townsfolk, the blacksmith you guys just visited. He is not onto the battle map yet, but he's running in this direction. Next after that is another town member who you haven't met yet. He's running in this direction. Next is the troll's turn. It runs towards Harvick. Gets into your range there. As it comes close to you, see its skin bubbling and looks crispy and blackened where it has been burned. So it's going to use multi-attack. Has 3 attacks. 1 with bite and 2 with claws. So it's going to try to hit Harvick. So the bite was a nat 20. So that hits. Both of us got nat 20 somehow. Okay, so that is 14 piercing damage on Harvick. Next, he'll try to hit you with his claws. That is 23 to hit.
Okay, you hit then.
This is with claws. Okay, that's 13 damage. Slashing. And 1 more claw attack.
But that's slashing. I get to -3 then, right?
Yep. And that is
So
16 to hit. That misses you. Next is another member of the public who's running in your direction. And another one who's running away. Let me see. He's not here. Okay. This one, another person who's running towards the fight. And it's Ruckus's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot at the troll. I'm gonna move.
Yeah, he's not
Back.
in your range yet, so you can move away if you want.
Yeah.
You want to move back down the road to there?
Let me see your location here. Sure.
And yeah, he's 12 feet tall, so he's towering over Harvick and Fuki. So
Okay, well I got a 27 to hit with my arrow, so that's not bad.
that is a hit.
Okay. With the bow, he's got a D8 plus 7 plus 1 because it's a +1. So
Yeah, give me your total when you're done.
okay, the arrow was a 12. Now he's there, so I can do sneak attack.
Yeah.
Gonna add 4 for that.
Okay.
Oh, and I cast Hunter's Mark. That's what I meant to start with.
Okay, it's fine.
And that's a 4.
Okay, he's also damaged.
Yep, and Colossus Slayer is an extra 5.
Okay, what's your total?
25.
Wow, nice.
Now I have a second arrow too.
Second attack?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
multi-attack.
Go ahead.
So that would be another
Gotta roll the hit again.
yeah, um 22 to hit.
Okay, let me double check. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and that's 10 more damage.
Okay. Yeah, and you don't add any of the other stuff on there.
Right.
Okay, cool. He looks severely injured.
Go, Gerald.
Cool. Okay, Harvick, it's your turn now.
Okay, so I'm gonna yell out the command then, run away.
So you're casting command,
Yes,
and you want to say flee.
yes.
Because I
It's a
I didn't know who we wanted to flee.
Wisdom 14 saving throw.
Right.
Okay, he failed the save, so he has to do what you say. Make sure you take the spell off your spell slot. And
Right.
on his turn, he has to flee. It's Pookie's turn.
Fight him, Pookie.
Okay. His bite attack is a +3 to hit, so you can roll.
9 plus 3, 12.
Okay, that's a miss. Alright, next is another civilian. He's not here. Next is another troll who comes into view. He was over here. Now you can see him as he comes out from behind this house. So you can get to about there. Alright, he has a big boulder in his hands. He's gonna try to throw it at Harvick. And that is a miss. So a big boulder actually lands short and hits the ground beside you. Okay, next is your Earth Elemental's turn.
Okay, so he'll attack then the troll that's there.
Okay,
16 plus 8, 24.
okay, that hits. Roll your damage.
Okay, the first d8 is 5. Second d8 is 1, so that's 6. So 6 plus 5 is 11, correct?
That is correct. That's one of his 2 attacks.
18 to hit.
That
18
hits.
plus 8.
That
Yeah.
hits. Yeah. Man, I didn't realize how powerful this Earth Elemental was.
Troll still alive?
So what's the damage on the second attack?
9.
9 damage?
I believe so.
Okay. Yes, it's still alive. It looks very damaged though.
Okay, now I want to tell the Earth Elemental
Mm-hmm.
uh, to move away from, and he's underground, so I'm assuming that he does not have a retreat problem.
I think because you've commanded the troll to flee, that
Right.
it can sink into the ground. I think in normal circumstances that would still be leaving the combat range, so you would normally get a attack as he sinks into the ground or leaves the range. But
Right.
in this case, since the troll is trying to flee, it's not gonna try to attack it.
Okay, so I want him to go over and then pop up in front of that other troll.
Okay, cool. He's able to do that. Pop. Okay, back to the top of the order. It's Icy's turn.
I'm going to use a spell. I'm going to use hold person on troll number 2.
Okay, you can't use hold person because it is not a humanoid classification. It's classified as a giant.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sorry.
Well, then I'll just use my Okay, but I guess I'll just use the fire again.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Plus 7 for 11.
That
To hit.
misses.
Oh, damn.
You throw a ball of fire, and it goes past the troll, and it cringes as it sees the fire go past, and then as it hits the ground, it chuckles. Okay.
Oh, well,
Next in the turn order is
the
the
blacksmith.
blacksmith Foehammer, who appears over here on the edge of the map. But he's not able to do anything from that distance. Next is another towns member who
person.
appears here. And then it's the troll's turn. This is the troll which has been commanded to flee. But as it starts to run, you can see the injuries from Rokus's arrow, and did Harvick didn't hit him. I guess it's Rokus's
He did,
arrow.
he did.
Icy
Yeah.
set him on fire.
Yeah, you specifically see the arrow damage. The arrow like falls out of his wound, and you see the wound start like closing up, and he seems to have healed a bit.
Oh.
But he has to run, so he starts to run away. Harvick, if you want to use your reaction to get an attack of opportunity, you can do that.
Yeah. Okay. So is that a regular to hit thing?
Yeah, roll d20 plus your attack.
Okay. 1 plus 9 to hit.
You rolled a 1, so that's automatically
I miss.
a miss. So
Yeah.
he gets away from you, starts running this way, back to where he came from. Alright. Another town member shows up. And I don't think she can't see that one. Okay, she has line of sight to the troll number 2. She has a heavy crossbow out, and she shoots at the troll number 2. A woman with a heavy crossbow has arrived, and she's shooting across at this one, and she hits, doing 7 damage to troll 2.
Hey, Rufus.
Then another woman arrives from down here, and then Ruckus's turn. Actually, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take a step to the east, so I have a shot at the fleeing troll. I'm gonna plant an arrow in his back.
Troll number 1.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 6 plus 8 for the arrow. Hunter's mark is 6. Colossus Slayer is an extra 5 for 25 on that.
Are you in order to use your braces?
Yep. Yeah, it's figured into the bow.
Okay,
I have up
what was the total there?
25.
25.
All right. Okay, so the arrow lodges into the back of his head, and he falls to the ground. Okay.
Now I have a second arrow, which I'm going to.
Yeah.
So is he dead?
Oh, he fell down. He's not moving.
Okay.
Looks dead.
That troll's not dead. for next turn, somebody needs to get up and and take his head off or something to make sure he's dead. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the second troll. Because I don't see any point in hitting him on the ground. I don't think it's gonna do any more damage.
Okay, cool. You have sight
Um,
on the second one too?
yep. 17 hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Another 14. Now
He's been damaged.
all right. Hunter's mark 6. And he's been hit, so I get Colossus Slayer, which is another 7. 27. Oh, and because the Earth Elemental's next to him, I get sneak attack too, wouldn't I?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and an extra 2. So that's 29.
Okay. Um. Now wait a minute. You did all your stuff. Did you do all that on the first guy too?
Oh, you're right. You're right. So it's only 14
You get the
plus.
sneak attack though.
Okay. Um, yeah, it wouldn't have the Hunter's Mark or the Colossus Slayer, right? No, Colossus
You can
Slayer would still be there.
Colossus Slayer, but you can only do it once, right?
I
Per
don't
turn.
know. Yeah, probably. Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
16.
yeah. But you can use your bonus action to swap the Hunter's Mark over there. So the one you wouldn't get is. Oh, but you already
Okay.
used the Hunter's Mark.
I used Hunter's Mark
Yeah,
on the
okay. You
first
can't use
one. Yeah.
the damage for it, but you can transfer it.
Okay,
So it's on
right.
him for the next time.
It's on for next time. So that's 16.
16 damage. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Sorry for the confusion there.
Oh, I forgot all that other stuff.
Alright, so this the arrow flies into this second troll. It's a just like the first troll, about 12 feet tall, green rubbery skin. Kind of looks like a frog's skin of it. Has long claws and long dark hair and fangs. It looks pretty grotesque. And yet you see your arrow bury itself into him, taking 16 damage. Okay, Harvick, it's your turn.
Kill the other troll.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to number the second troll there and attack him.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you have 30 feet movement with your boots, I believe, so you're able to get there.
So, to hit the first time,
Yep.
1 plus 9, 10.
Nope, that's a miss.
Second time, 17 plus 9, 26.
That hits. So he dodges out of the way of your first strike, but he's stuck by your second one in the leg.
Okay, so 8 plus 6, 14.
14 damage?
Yep.
Okay, cool. That's your turn. It is Pookie's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna tell Pookie to run over to the troll that's on the ground
Okay.
and
Rip
check
his
to
head
see
off.
if he's dead. If he's not dead, try to finish him off.
Rip his head off.
Alright. He goes over and he sees that it looks like it's dead, but he notices the places where it's been wounded are kind of like bubbling together.
Tear it apart.
He's not sure if he's dead or not.
Okay, rip all those. Yeah, try to kill. Rip all those where they're bubbling and stuff. Rip all those areas out
Okay,
where
cool.
it's bubbling.
Roll to hit.
Okay.
Pookie's got +3 to hit.
Right. 18 plus 3, 21.
Okay. Yeah, that hits. So roll your damage. That's a d6 plus 1.
6 plus 1. Gotta find it. Let's see, what was it? Okay, d6 plus 1, 4.
Alright. This is on Troll 1. Alright, it takes the damage, but yeah. Not sure if it did anything or not. Okay, next is another civilian who's not around. And then Troll 2's turn. Harbeck is right in front of him. So he's gonna do his multi-attack, try to attack Harbeck. Another nat 20 on the bite.
Shit.
Oh, but a lame roll. Comes out to only 8 piercing damage.
-3.
-3.
Yep, that's your job. Claw attack misses, and next claw attack also misses. And you see his wounds are healing up as well. The place
Now,
where
doesn't
he was shot with the arrow falls out and the wound closes back up. It is the Earth Elemental's turn.
Okay, so he'll attack.
Okay. Gets 2 slam attacks.
So 7 plus 8 is 15.
That just hits. The AC of the troll is 15.
Okay, so then it's 2d6 plus 5, right?
Nope, 2d8 plus 5.
2d8 plus 5. Okay, so 9 and 7, 16 damage on the first one.
Okay.
And then I rolled a hit again. Oh, nat 20.
Cool. So that's 2d8 and double the number on the dice and then add 5.
Right. So 7 plus 1 is 8. That's when I double it and then add the 5.
Yeah.
So it's 16 plus 5 is 21.
Nice. Alright. So there's a special thing. I think I was supposed to do it earlier, but we can do it now. When you do over 15 damage, something cool happens or interesting happens. Let's see. Harbeck, roll another d20 and just tell me the number on the die.
D20?
Yeah.
7.
Okay. Nothing special happens. But you did okay. Roll one more time actually, because you did 2 hits there.
9.
No, still nothing. Okay, cool. So yeah, your Earth Elemental pops out of the ground in front of him and was able to help Rokus get his shots in. And then when it came to his turn, he pummeled the troll in the abdomen with 2 mighty punches, breaking its ribs, and it looks like it's in a lot of pain. It cries out "Rah!" as it gets hit. It's back to the top of the order. It's Icy's turn.
I'm going to use Produce Flame, and I'm going to go try and kill off number 1.
Okay. You run a little bit closer. So you're about 20 feet away?
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and throw your fire.
Okay, 10 plus 7, 17 to hit.
That hits.
5 plus 8 is 13 damage.
Okay, so you throw this fire into its back, and it goes from looking like it's dead to writhing in agony from the flame. And you see it's just burning, burning, burning away until all you see are bones.
Good work.
Is it dead?
It seems to be dead. You can see its skeleton exposed. It's not moving. And the fire seems very effective.
Good work, Sam.
Okay,
Now,
Rokus shouts out, "Good work, Sam," for everyone to hear.
next is the blacksmith.
Yeah, the blacksmith runs in this direction, and sees the burning corpse of this troll. Let's see.
And you know what? Do I have a bonus action, Ian?
Yeah, on your turn you have bonus action.
Can I go get closer to the building so that troll number 2 can't see me? Like,
That
put me
doesn't
near the
require a bonus action. That's just using the rest of your 20 feet movement. You can get there if you want to hide.
Oh, I want to be at the corner so I can come when it's my turn. I can come around.
Okay,
But
yeah,
he can't.
that's fine. You're
He can't see
hiding.
me.
Yeah, you're hiding. Cool. Alright, another town member is running. Let's see. Alright. Rokus, this guy comes up kind of behind you and says, "What's the situation?"
We've got a one troll down and one troll we're concentrating on that's left.
Okay. Alright, next it is another person. The woman with the crossbow. She runs over to you guys too. She says, "Concentrate on the second one. We'll take it down." And she has her heavy crossbow and takes another shot at Goblin 2, and that's a hit.
It's a troll.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's a troll. Sorry. She hits troll number 2 for 2 damage only. Another woman comes up from behind and joins your group there. Let's see. She has a short bow in hand, and she launches an arrow towards Goblin 2. But she misses.
Towards troll 2.
Did I say Goblin again?
Yeah.
God damn it. Alright, well anyway, she misses troll 2. And now it's Rokus's turn again.
Okay.
Gerald, put some flame on your arrow. Make your arrow flaming. It seems like fire damage will hurt them, whereas the arrow they can heal from a wound.
I don't think I can do that.
Oh.
I don't think I have flaming arrows.
I don't remember if you got something.
I thought you had something where you could make them flaming.
Now that you mention it, I think Icy, didn't you get a spell that would do that? Or you were talking about doing that? I think that's something that Icy was gonna do to help Rokus.
I can't do it now. I'll have to do it next time, right?
That's correct. Let me see if you even got that. I think we talked about it, and you might. I don't remember if you actually. Yeah, you do. It's a 3rd level spell. You have a spell called Flame Arrows. You have to touch the quiver though, so you'd have to go back over to Rokus. So if you want to call Rokus towards you, you could do that.
Roll.
Okay.
That'll make your arrows more effective.
For next turn, I can do it.
All right.
No,
And
why can't you? Wait. Can we do it now?
Rokus can run towards you now, but you can't do the spell now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think that's if you want to do that, then Icy can run towards Rokus also. So that'll work.
Okay, I'll
Rokus, you
go.
could get in her range if you ran to
Okay,
about there.
I'll get over by her.
Yeah,
Now
you're
my
in the middle of the
first,
road. She'll be able to get to you and give you flame arrows if she wants to.
my first shot was a nat 1, so I
Okay.
missed that.
All right, Rokus
Second.
is too busy listening to Icy tell him what to do, and he fumbles his arrow and drops it on the ground.
So I pick it up for my second shot. I got a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Excuse me. 5 plus 8 for the arrow. Colossus
17.
Slayer is an extra 4.
17.
Hunter's Mark is 6.
23.
And Sneak Attack 2.
Total of 25.
Cool, 25 damage. Nice big damage. Harvick, it's your turn.
Okay, I guess I'll attack again.
Oh, Rokus, how much damage? That was 25. Roll a d20. Sorry, Harvick, wait a second.
I'm waiting.
11.
Your arrow is so powerful. As it hits with all this magical energy, you have your Hunter's Mark and other magical effects on it. It's actually able to slice its leg off, and you see the troll fall down and kind of in a kneeling position as the other leg
It's just a flesh wound.
flies off. Yeah, Monty Python style. Yeah. So its leg like flies off behind it over there. Okay. Next, Harvick's turn.
First one to hit is 12.
That's a miss. Try again for a second hit.
10.
Oh no. Harvick is
Useless.
surprised by the leg flying off and somehow got distracted. Starts swinging wildly. PJ's turn. Pookie Jones.
Pookie Jones is gonna run over and try to knock the crippled troll down prone.
He's gonna bite him.
Well, that's part of his attacking. He bites and trips both.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll to hit with your bite. That's a +3 on.
Yeah. 7.
Nope, it's a miss. He's biting where there's no leg.
Right. He can still try to trip though, Candy.
Maybe
No,
he bit
that's-
the leg that wasn't attached.
The
so it
trip
didn't hurt
the
him.
trip is only if it successfully hits on the
Only if
bite.
it's a hit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a drag. It kind of drags it down, not with its teeth.
Gotcha.
Okay. Next is the troll's turn. You see, it's kind of healing again. The place where its leg was cut off, you see the wound close up. And okay, he's kind of down on his knee, kind of, but he's still taller than Harvick the dwarf, and he's gonna try to bite and claw at Harvick. Let's see if I get another nat 20 here. Nope. Rolled a 10 there. It's a miss. Okay, this is gonna be a hit. 18 plus 7. So he hits you with
25.
his claw. That is 8 slashing damage. And trying another claw.
-3.
Yep.
-3.
So the next claw is a miss. You notice that the severed leg starts wiggling around. And it starts hopping over to Pookie Jones. And tries to jump up in the air and kick him. Okay, that's a 17 to hit. That'll hit Pookie, right?
Yeah, I believe that's
Right? That's 4 damage.
4 damage.
Yeah, PJ has 5 hit points, I think. Yeah. So now he has 1 hit
He's got
point.
1 left then.
Yeah.
He didn't level up then.
No, he will never level up.
Okay.
Earth Elemental's turn.
Okay, so the first one to hit 15 plus 8,
Yeah, that hits.
so that should be a hit.
Yeah.
And then damage is 9 is the first one.
Okay, 9 damage.
And then the second one is a 4 to hit, so that's a miss.
Alright. Cool. So the Earth Elemental gets a punch in, but not too strong. It's back up to Icy's turn. So
Oh,
you had talked about doing the flaming arrows last turn. It's up to you what you want to do. Just reminding you of that.
can I do both?
I don't think so. Produce
My
flame.
action,
What is produce flame? Is it a spell or a cantrip?
it's an action.
It's either a spell or a cantrip.
Produce flame is nothing. The fiery arrows is a spell.
Produce flame is a cantrip. Uses a bonus action. And flame arrows is
A
a spell, which takes 1 action. So you actually can do both on the same turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do produce flame. 11 plus 7, that's 18 to hit.
That hits.
Damage is 1 and 8, a total of 9 damage.
Alright.
And then I'm going to go to Rokus, and I'm going to use make his arrows flaming arrows.
Okay, so she runs over and touches your quiver and uses the spell Flame Arrows.
Wow. Cool.
And so your ball of fire hits the troll and it screams again in pain. And as it takes 9 damage. And okay, it's the blacksmith's turn. He's running over. Other civilians are running. This woman with the heavy crossbow is gonna take a shot. That's a miss. Another woman with the short bow. She's gonna try to hit. That's another miss. Rokus, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the troll. And got a 29 to hit.
That hits.
Now what does the flame do to the arrow?
You have 1d6 fire damage on top of everything.
All right. Okay, I got 8 plus 8 for the arrow. And because it's flaming, 3 more. So that's 19 for the arrow.
Okay.
Then I got a hunter's mark for 5.
24.
Colossus Slayer for another 5.
29.
And sneak attack for 2.
31.
Wow. Big damage. The arrow flies into it and the fire kind of catches on its skin and you see it start burning away. As it falls down and burns up to a crisp. And you can see its skeleton coming through now as its skin and flesh burn away.
What about the leg?
The leg is still hopping.
Oh shit. I I have another shot.
Yeah, you have a second shot. Can shoot for it.
If-
I'm gonna
Do you
steer
want? Do
the.
you want? Do you want it as a flaming arrow again?
No,
I can
no.
touch you again.
No. It doesn't work like that. The flaming arrows are the spell goes on his quiver. The spell ends when 12 pieces of ammunition have been drawn from the quiver. So you have
Oh,
12
great.
fire shots from the one spell.
Okay.
Good.
How
So
long
this
does it last?
an hour. It's concentration. Icy's concentrating on it. Okay, Ruckus, go for a shot.
Okay, 21 to hit.
You hit.
Okay. The arrow is 4 plus 8, 12 plus 4, 16 with the fire.
14 with fire.
16 with fire.
Okay, that's enough to destroy the lake. So you see that the lake bursts into flame too, as it was hopping around comically. But it falls down and burns away, and there's just a leg bone there. And
Thanks for the fire arrows.
combat is over. Alright, so you guys just killed these trolls. There are skeletons, burned, crispy skeletons with smoke coming off of them, sitting around these farmhouses. And surrounding you are some townsfolk who have come to aid you. And they congregate around your group. Let's see. Impressive work! It seems our
All
town
in a
has been
day's
defended by tourists.
We're dragon hunters. We're not tourists.
Adventurers.
Oh,
My name is Sam. This
I'm
is
Gerald.
Gerald and Jay.
Howdy.
alright, so
and
you guys...
this is Dog.
This is
Dog. And there's a earth elemental wandering around now. Harvick, do you want to recall the earth elemental so it'll go away? Or do you want to
Can
keep
I
it?
do that?
Yeah, but so basically, the one thing that's a little dangerous about the earth elementals, if your concentration is broken, it can like get free of your
Right.
control and start like
Yes.
destroying stuff.
Yeah, I knew that.
So yeah, if you want to just send it away, you can do that. If you think you're gonna get in another fight within the next hour, you could keep it around. It's up to you.
I give it a command to attack any trolls it can find.
I don't know if it can get. You could. I would say you can just. You can't make it like go out looking for trolls, but you can let it stay in this area.
Okay, I'll do that for right now.
Question for the DM.
Yeah.
Pookie's down to 1 hit point. Can I give him cure wound, or does he cure automatically?
So you know that you're not able to heal him. Because he doesn't have like a normal natural body, but he will regain his hit points when you guys take a rest back to 5 hit points.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
If I touch him, I can. Same thing as if I.
No, yeah, he's not healable.
If I touch him.
Yeah, he's not
Okay.
healable.
Maybe if we gave him the bones to chew on, he would develop the same thing they had. Nope.
I would say because you know that your healing doesn't work on him for the same reason that you would probably expect that wouldn't work, because he doesn't really have a stomach.
He's not really a dog. He's not really a dog.
Yeah, he's not really a dog. He's more of a spirit.
Okay. And his name is Dog now.
Yeah. like Road Warrior. I think that's what his name. No, that was Dog Meat. I don't know. That was Fallout. I don't know. Anyway, okay, doesn't matter. All right. So when you guys introduce yourselves, the woman with the heavy crossbow comes forward and introduces herself. She says, "Well, I'm pleased to meet you. I'm Darathra Shendrel. I'm the Lord Protector of Triboar. Let's patrol the area here, but if the coast is clear, we can meet back at the tower, and I think I can find a reward for your heroic defense of our town."
Okay, let's go get our reward.
Okay, so you guys spend about 30 minutes. Well, at least they want to look around the town, make sure everything's okay. So, do you guys want to do that with them?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah,
Would
we
you
can
like
do
to
it.
follow
Yeah.
her around and talk to her while she's doing that, or you gonna go scout in separate directions?
Now hang out with her and ask her if she's got any do you have a bounty on goblins or trolls or marauding orcs? And has she heard anything about a dragon in the area?
Okay. So as you guys are walking, she says, "Well, this morning we got reports of trolls down to the southeast, so I sent the our we have a elite group of fighters that we call the 12. I sent them down to deal with the trolls, so they're not in town right now. I don't know. I'm wondering if the trolls are smart enough to have caused a diversion."
That's what I was just gonna ask is where'd you get the report from?
It was the ranchers down there came into town.
Huh, okay. Well, unless the ranchers are in league with these guys.
I
Do you think
that wouldn't
Yeah,
make any
no.
sense to me.
no? Do you think they made an appearance down there and then circled around to attack?
Could be other trolls. We'll have to see when the 12 return if they actually encountered the trolls or not.
Okay. Will you
But
pay a bounty?
Have you guys fought trolls before?
um, they've been they haven't. This is the first time that they've come all the way to Triboar. They've been attacking the ranches. They seem to like eating horses. There's a lot of horse ranches in the area. They've been eating the horses and cattle. This is the first time they've attacked the town proper.
Uh, but you have fought them before in other places.
We've shot them with arrows. They usually seem to kind of ignore us and flee with a horse or something.
Okay,
But
so is this the
seeing
first
you
time
guys, you guys burned them up.
I think
This is-
that's what will destroy them. I think they have self-healing
That's-
if they're just
That's what I'm
wounded.
asking. If you have you ever killed one before?
No. We've shot them full of arrows, but they didn't seem too bothered. But they would, you know, they would they wouldn't be so persistent. They would just take a horse along and just leave.
Okay.
Well, I noticed the first time Sam hit one with a ball of flame that it reacted more than you'd expect from the other types of wounds. I think they're susceptible to fire.
Seems like it.
That's what I was
We'll
wondering.
have
I
to
was hoping
start
that
make
they'd,
we'll have to equip our guys with flame arrows from now on.
That's what
Yeah.
we're wondering.
Good work, Icy. I mean, Sam Icy.
Sam?
Some icy.
Yeah, she's so cool. She's icy.
Oh, she's very cool. She's so hot, she's cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So you guys wander around. You guys asked her a couple questions there. What was the next one you wanted to know about bounties? She says, we have I try to give rewards for any monster hunters that come through, but we don't get too many adventurers. We have a lot of ex-adventurers, retired adventurers here in town. And she points to some of the other townsfolk who are patrolling around the general area. She says, Urgala over there, and the blacksmith, Gellerin Fohammer. There's a old wizard, but he never seems to want to help anybody. But yeah, there's a lot of retired adventurers around.
How about goblins? You had trouble with them?
We got reports that they've been bothering the Long Road, but it seems like they've been having more trouble up in Long Saddle with the goblins.
Yes, say, because about half a day north of here, we ran through a group of them, and we eliminated the threat.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you
and
have any trophies?
Yep, we got their ears.
All right, I can probably scrape together something for you.
Very good. How about
And
dragons?
yeah, there used to be a dragon about 4 months ago. Used to We used to see it pretty often, but haven't seen it for a while.
Was it green?
No, it's quite far away. It was hard to really see, but it was very shiny. It would like glint in the sun.
One of the good ones.
We nudge Sam. It sounds whisper. It sounds like your silver dragon.
Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, it seems like there've been more monsters around since the dragon hasn't been around.
Ah. Wonder if dragons eat trolls.
Metallic dragons are the good dragons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Really?
we're looking for a green dragon.
I'll take a metallic dragon too. I'll take whatever we come across first. So
That,
it would be nice to have the good dragon on our side against the bad dragon.
Interesting. So you're dragon hunters?
Yeah, we are now.
Does that mean you haven't slain one yet?
Nope, we haven't slain
we
one.
hurt one real bad.
Huh.
And I kick Harbeck, Jay in the shin.
What's wrong, guys?
Jay just talks way too much and brags a lot.
Oh.
I was gonna say he's spreads rumors. We heard there was a story of somebody had driven off a dragon. He brags a lot.
Alright, well, looks like the area here is clear. We'll wait for a report from the 12 when they come back, but let's go back to Triboar Tower and take a look at your goblin trophies.
Okay.
See what I can scrape up for you. Alright, so you guys walk back down the road into town, into the market square where the keep is. She leads you into her building and up to her office, and she offers you a drink of wine and a chair to sit upon, and she pulls out some papers. She has an assistant, and they produce a box. They go through some things and eventually say, okay, for these goblin ears and your help with defending the town, we can give you 570 gold, which is coincidentally the amount of money that you expected to get when you found that hobgoblin earlier. And she says,
Very generous.
in addition to the gold, I have a ruby pendant here. This will be worth about 200 gold.
Wow. And we can offer us any other assistance for monster killing.
Well, I expect that there's more trolls that need to be dealt with. If you're willing to help with that, um, I could give you another reward.
Now, if we kill them, they're going to be burned up. Guess we can bring back.
Yeah, they leave behind their bones. You could bring back the bones. Bring
Okay.
back some skulls, or actually, a distinctive part would be, yeah, bring back some of their teeth and claws. They're pretty distinctive.
Okay.
The skull might be too big.
Okay. We can do that. Now,
Also, out of game, so just to clarify, you guys already added the gold last time. So,
Yeah.
this is not additional.
We just have to add the ruby pendant.
Yeah, ruby pendant now.
Who's going to take that?
I typed that in the Discord, so you can keep track of it.
Put that in our handy haversack, I guess.
Yeah. So, Icy, are you okay to type that down in your other possessions? Or do you want one of them to type it?
I can do it.
Okay. Okie dokie. So she's...
where would we have our best luck in troll hunting, do you think?
They've been coming from the southeast, so was a bit surprised they came from the northeast this time. But it seems like they might have tried to play a trick on us there.
Are they that smart?
They're not. They don't seem to be very smart, but I don't know.
They may have an organizer of somebody working with them.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you said they're just these trolls were not this. There's something different though. These trolls were not just stealing cattle or horses. They were acting like they were attacking the town. That's quite different from everything else you've been talking about.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I said.
It's weird.
Maybe somebody stirring them up.
I mean, they are they're pretty aggressive, but yeah, they mostly just seem to be out for food.
Yeah. Do they ever cavort with hobgoblins? Do they ever work in tandem with other monsters?
I've heard of I've heard that they work with orcs sometimes.
Didn't you mention
they do like to collect treasure, apparently.
Trolls do?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I've heard.
Well, I'm pretty good at tracking. Maybe I can track these guys back to where they came from.
Not a bad idea.
Well, I'd be willing to give you guys a pair of sending stones if you can clear out the trolls. Figure out if they have some kind of leader or something. But
okay.
I would say you'd have to go to you'd have to figure out where they're camping or making their home. Make sure that area's cleared out.
Yeah.
And
right.
I'd ask you to stick around town for a while to patrol, help us patrol, make sure they don't return before I would be willing to give you a reward.
What
Okay.
when
It would be quite hard to determine whether or not they've actually been eradicated or not.
um how long before you expect your 12 adventurers back?
They should be back
Oh.
in not too long, maybe 30 more minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just down the road. They've been gone for a while. I mean, it's if they're in battle, then it could be hours. I don't know. If nothing happened, if they just went down and returned, then about 30 more minutes.
You
Are
guys
they
want to go?
warriors or are they guards? Are they employees of the town or
The 12 are um 12 selected members from our town militia. They're just our
okay?
top soldiers, basically. We use them as police.
You guys want to take a quick rundown and see if we see anything?
Um, I would suggest that you wait.
Just
Okay.
let's have our glass of wine and some cheese, and we'll just get to know a little bit more about the town until they show up.
Well, now
Rebecca.
I've got. Isn't cantrips are things that don't take any act or any spell slots, right?
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Doesn't she have one for healing?
No, that's a
No
spell.
cantrip for
She has
healing.
no. I don't think there's any healing cantrips.
You're short.
She has the bonus action spell, healing word.
If
That's
you
probably what you're thinking about.
if we drink wine and have a short rest, Jay can get back some hit points.
Yeah, that's true.
Do that. Take a short rest.
Yeah, it takes an hour to do a short rest. So yeah, you've been patrolling around and now you've been sitting here for a while. So in the time it takes for the 12 to return, that'll be a short rest. So you can go ahead and roll. If whoever got hurt, can roll
That
your
would be
hit dice. I think Harbeck's the only one.
Harbeck and Pookie. Dog.
Oh yeah, Pookie doesn't
Yeah,
roll anything,
Pookie
but he'll
has-
go back to 5 hit points.
Very good.
On a short rest, he can go back to hit points.
I don't know if it says that anywhere, but I'm gonna say that for now. It's only he doesn't have many hit points anyway, so not a big deal.
Right.
So we'll keep going. Anything Ruckus and Icy that you wanna talk about with her?
Is there any? If we're going to stay to defend the town, is there some place where we could stay, like an inn or something like that?
Yeah, there's a few. There's actually a few places in town that you can stay. Let me think.
Do you
Yeah, what?
I was gonna say you said you had a wizard. Does he just a town member or does he have a
I'd barely call
Like-
him a town member. He's
Yeah.
a rich ex-adventurer, lives up on the hill in his mansion there, and kind of an asshole to be honest.
Okay.
He's got his mansion surrounded by gargoyles that come down and harass the town members sometimes, but so far I haven't done any damage. I've been complaining, but he never comes out to help anybody.
Gargoyles, huh?
Yeah, but he seems harmless enough. Just a kind of self-centered jerk. Like
Same.
a while ago, some assassins came to town trying to kill him, and He drove
What
them
came
away,
down to
but they hurt some of the townsfolk when they fled.
what came down trying to kill him?
Some assassins.
Humans?
Yeah, humans. I mean, they were wearing dark outfits. Wasn't clear. I would guess humans. I guess they could have been elves or half elves.
You have no idea who they were affiliated with?
No, and he doesn't care to discuss it.
Hmm.
That's a while ago. But you were asking about places to stay.
Which one would you recommend for us?
Well, I don't know. It depends on your budget and everything. There's the Ever Wyvern House. It's a extremely extravagant. Uh, it's an extremely extravagant inn for mostly the nobility who come up from Waterdeep will stay there. I've heard it's quite insanely expensive. I've never really taken an interest in it. Um, let's see what else is there. There's a nice place called the North Shield House. You actually one of the people you saw during the battle, the woman Urgala, she's the innkeeper there. That one's I think they go for about 8 silver a night there. It's a quite comfortable, nice place. There's also the Triboar Arms, the Six Windows. I think that's the Talking Troll. That's just a nasty dive. I don't think they have any places to sleep there.
People sleep at the table.
That's for sure. Yeah, if you just want an average place, I'd say the Triboar Arms.
What's the best place except for that really expensive place? What's the best place in town?
Yeah, I guess the North Shield.
Okay, I vote we go there. I'm already lowering myself.
Uh, yeah, the lady was there to help to fight the trolls, so I kind of think I would like to use her establishment.
All right.
And Gerald isn't all into this stuff. I'm a ranger. I might that Axbeak and I might
Exploring.
go foraging.
If you just want to camp, we have campgrounds right here in town. Because we get a lot of caravans up and down the long road, so we have designated like basically parking places for the ox carts and tents and things for the merchants who travel the roads. So if you want to
Yeah,
stay in
maybe
town and camp out, we have designated places for that.
I saw some forest on the way down. If I take the Axbeak, uh, get to a place that I saw on the way in that looked promising.
Okay, just be careful. Don't go into Gueron's Slumber. That's the forest to the west of town.
Okay, now this was to the east.
No, wait, whose forest is it?
Well, there was a god, god of rangers, Gueron Windstrom, god of trekking. Uh, he's said to visit the mystical forest to the west, but we have rules against no hunting or cutting down trees there.
Okay, no problem.
He wouldn't desecrate a ranger wouldn't desecrate a ranger grove anyway, would he?
Nope.
So is that your?
Yeah.
Are you a ranger also?
Yeah.
There's a ranger that stays at the what was it, the Triboar Arms?
Okay.
Wonder if you know her.
Oh,
Her name's
don't know. Well,
Zindra Winterbow.
it's not a familiar name.
She's part of the Emerald Enclave.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll check her out later on.
Well, anyway, yeah, I have zero tolerance for monsters in the area, so any creatures that you can come to destroy, I will be happy to assist you in any way I can.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
you said there's an old retired wizard
Yeah,
that used to be an adventurer.
yeah,
And he's an asshole.
and he's an asshole.
Okay,
You ought to get along with him,
yeah, I'll get along with him
Jay.
just fine. So I would like to go to the Shield House at this point and talk to our
Well,
proprietor there, who was.
well, hold on, cause you guys were waiting for the 12 to return.
Yeah.
So they
We
returned
can't go to
after
the
that.
Shield House. We can't wait for them at the Shield House.
No,
Now,
No,
because
they
they're
just
coming
showed
here
up.
and they're arriving right now.
Oh, okay, well, fine.
So they come back and they report in. They say, "Lord Protector, we've returned." She says, "Oh, report." She says, "Well, there were um, there were three trolls down at the ranch, the Merry Meadow ranches down there to the southeast, and yeah, they were grabbing up some of the horses again, but they just ran off to the southeast again, back into the hills. One of them was weird looking though. It had like an extra arm sticking out of its back.
Great.
Sounds like one of those mana guys.
um,
But yeah, they fled, and
we
so
could
then she reports to them about what happened in town, and they're all distressed. And oh, we're so sorry we weren't here to defend the town. She said, "Well, it was my fault. I shouldn't have sent the whole group off, but trolls are quite dangerous. I thought we'd need the whole lot of you." But we did discover something, which, with the help of this adventurer Sam the Slayer here, she she burned them with fire multiple times, and we could see that they were affected much more than by normal wounds, and they actually burned up when they were able to kill them. And the 12 were very impressed. Whoa, you guys killed two trolls?
if you're ever up against them again, use flaming arrows. Light your arrows on fire and hit them
Well,
with that.
yeah, we'll have to prepare some oily cloth to attach so we can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 12 go off, and the Lord Protector bids you adieu and good day and good evening and says goodbye as you leave.
Okay.
now.
So you find yourself outside of the keep in the market
Okay.
square. People are milling about, but they look. People are running up to each other and gossiping about what's going on.
how cool we are.
Yeah, a couple of them point over at you as they're talking.
And I would say to Jay and Sam that the reason I'm not staying in the inn because I want to speak back to um, Zeraphim and to what we call him, uh, Illican,
Yeah, Illikin is Seraphim's
Illican,
fake
and
name.
and and let him know we're gonna go south east um, in search of trolls and with maybe trolls that are in leagues with orcs and see if he wants to circle around and join us on our way down. So we'll have him with us when we go on that trek. I can also take him rations, um, and we'll establish him southeast of the town.
Okay.
Did you, did you want to do that now or did you, because it's, what time of the day is it?
So you spend a while fighting and talking and walking around, checking everything out. So it's getting into the evening now.
Yeah. So if I go now, we can Zerfin and I move well, and we won't have any trouble getting southeast of the town.
Okay. I was, because I didn't know if you wanted to go and talk to the female ranger before you left or,
You guys can go talk to her.
okay. And where shall we meet tomorrow morning?
Um, I'll come up to the town from the southeast tomorrow morning and meet up with you guys.
Okay, so you'll meet us at the North Shield House. Is that where we're going to stay, Jay, or are we going to stay at the Triboar Arms?
We'll stay at the Shield.
Okay. So yeah, join us for breakfast at the Shield.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so Rokus is headed off to meet with Illikin,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna spend the night out of town.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Going
Um,
to.
and so let's do Jay and Sam as they head to the North Shield House, which is the name of
Yeah.
the fine local inn. As you approach it, is stately, clean,
Right.
and quiet.
Okay, so
And you find
I'd like to
within
talk to
the innkeeper, Urgala Meltimer, a human female who was using a short bow earlier, trying to fight alongside you guys.
Okay, I would like to ask her what does she know about the wizard that nobody likes? What does she know about him?
So you walk in and you meet with the innkeep. She says, "How may I help you?" Harvick says, "What? I'm interested in the mage. What do you want to say?"
First of all, we'd like 2 rooms for starters.
Okay. That will be 8 silver a night. Ale goes for 5 copper, and a meal is 5 silver.
Okay. Why don't you when we're gonna leave tomorrow morning, so you can just bill us for everything tomorrow morning.
That will be fine.
Okay. And then what do you know about the old retired wizard?
You're talking about the one up on Boar's Rest, the mansion.
Yeah. With the gargoyles.
That guy. His name is Hugh Kolstag. Um, he had the place built and he moved in about 5 years ago. He's an arrogant, self-important asshole. it was a while back, but a couple assassins slipped into town one night, trying to attack him in his sleep, I guess. The whole town was awakened by thunder and blasts of lightning coming from his estate. I guess he was attacking now. The assassins fled through the town and tried to steal horses from the cart and coin, murdered a stable hand, and Kolstag never offered to reimburse the family or help them with their loss or anything. Never admitted any responsibility at all. After that, he
Now,
put
before
up
that
those
happened-
gargoyles on his house, and they've been swooping down to scare people.
So the gargoyles were after the assassin attempt.
Yeah, it's like apparently his new security system.
Okay. And how does he get food and things like that? Does he come to town for that?
Yes. But he has servants who do most of his work.
Okay. So he doesn't come to town himself very often, just sends the servants.
Mostly, yes. We're not a big fan of his, and he doesn't seem to be a big fan of us. He just likes to stay up in his mansion.
The servants local, where did they come from?
I think he hired them probably from Yartar or some other place.
So he hasn't hired any locals?
Not that I know of. Could be though. I don't know. I
And
try
then
not to
there's
try not
also-
to think about him too much.
Okay, and you also said there's a ranger from the Emerald.
I didn't say that. Did someone tell you that?
Yes.
The
Well,
Lord Protector.
Do you know
Oh, I
anything about
see.
that ranger?
a ranger. I mean, lots of rangers coming in and out of town. I don't know who you're thinking about.
So there's no ranger that. So there's no ranger that stays around here.
I mean, you mean lives here? Most
Yeah.
most of the locals are ranchers. But yeah, there's a couple of us retired adventurers. I'm one of them.
So but you don't know of any ranger from the Emerald Enclave.
They're
That's in
definitely
town at
there.
the
I've
moment.
definitely seen some Emerald Enclave rangers come and go. But they don't stay at
You don't know of one that's
they
in
don't
town
stay
right
here
now.
very often.
But you don't know of one that's in town.
Nope. I mean, like I said, they come and go. They're rangers after all.
I'm pretty tired out. I think I'm gonna head up to the room and get ready for bed. So I'll see you in the morning at
Okay.
breakfast.
Okay, cool. So we'll end the session there. You guys are getting ready to go to sleep. Rokus has
Okay.
gone back to meet with Seraphim. He's able to get there in an hour or so. But we'll pick up with the details of that stuff next time.
Very
Okay,
good.
sounds good. Good.
See you guys next Sunday. Bye bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.